Hey, what's going on guys? In this quick tutorial, I'll be showing you how you can set up a virtual machine using a program called VirtualBox. First of all, you might be wondering what is even a virtual machine. Virtual machine is just another OS or any type of OS running on your main computer without partitioning or installing the next OS that you want to install on your main computer. If this sound a bit confusing for you, just simply watch the end of the tutorial to know what is a virtual machine. First of all, you need to make sure that virtualization is enabled in your PC settings and also in your UEFI/files. To do that, hit Ctrl Shift and Escape to open up the task manager. Once you're in there, you will need to select the performance tab right here. Mine's a bit different because I'm in the latest upload review build of the Windows Insider program. Select CPU. Then here you will see something called virtualization. Make sure it says enabled. If this is disabled for your computer, close the task manager, reboot into your UEFI/file settings, then find for the virtualization tab, then make sure to select enable, then save and quit from the UEFI/files, then continue with the video. Once you have enabled the virtualization in your UEFI/files, you will need to enable the same thing in our turn Windows features on or off. To do that, just simply schedule Windows features. Right here, just simply like that. Once you're in there, you will need to scroll down the bottom, then select virtual machine right here. If this is unchecked for you, just simply check it, then click on OK. If this is the first time that you are enabling the virtualization platform on your PC settings, it will set your local files and folders. Then it will ask you to reboot your computer, then do it to properly enable the virtualization platform in your UEFI/files and in your PC settings. Once you have prepared your computer, you will need to go to this website called VirtualBox.org by clicking on the link in the description down below. Now you will need to click on the download VirtualBoxes by one, the big blue button, to download the VirtualBox setup. Click on Windows source, or you can select Linux distribution or stuff like that. Just simply save it. For me, I want to save it in my downloads folder. Let me quickly create a new folder called VirtualBox. Open this folder, then I will save it in there. You just need to wait for the downloading process to complete, but we're not done yet. Click on the downloads tab again in the virtualbox.org, then scroll down. Then we'll need to find for something called VirtualBox 6.3 or 6.1.34. If you're watching this video later, the version might change anyways. You will need to click on all selected supported platforms. Then it will ask you for another download. Just simply save whatever you want. For me, I want to save it in my downloads folder of the VirtualBox folder. After waiting for a while, I was able to download the Oracle VM VirtualBox extension pack and also the VirtualBox setup. Just simply double click on the VirtualBox setup file, then run through the installation. Also, I will guide you through the installation. On the user control prompt, just simply click on yes. Let's click on next. Then you can also create a shortcut on my desktop. I will do that. Then click on next. Then click on yes. Then click on install to install the Oracle VM VirtualBox. Just simply wait for a while to complete the installation process of the VM VirtualBox. You can also start the VirtualBox if you want, but now I'll just uncheck it. Then click on finish. Now we'll need to open up the VirtualBox. Then if you have any leftover virtual machine setup, it will show you the setup virtual machine. But for this tutorial, I'll just simply remove this for now. Okay, so to start it, just simply click on preferences, then click on extensions. Right here, you will see something called extension, but you will need to update the extension. To do that, just simply click on the plus icon right here. Then you will need to look at the extension that you have downloaded from the Oracle VM VirtualBox website. Then click on open. Then click on reinstall if you have installed it, but if this is the first time, you don't need to click on reinstall, you just have to install it. Scroll on the bottom to accept the agreement, then click on agree, then on user control prompt, click on yes. Then click on OK. Now we just need to create a new virtual machine. To do that, just simply click on new right here, then name your virtual machine whatever you want. For me, I want to name it Windows XP. Now, at the time, you will need to select the type of the OS that you want to install. But for me, I want to install Windows, so I'll select Microsoft Windows. Install Linux, Solaris, BSD, IBM, OS2, Mac OS X, or other. Here, the version, you will need to select the version that you want to install, like Microsoft Windows. For me, I want to install Windows XP 32-bit edition, so I'll select Windows XP 32-bit edition. Let's click on next. I want to give the memory as 1 gig. Let's click on next. Right here, just simply select the default one, which is create a virtual hard disk now. Click on next, then select the default one, which will be the VTI VirtualBox image, virtual disk image. Select dynamically allocated, which I'll select it. It's just default one, which I will recommend too. Next, you can give the space whatever you want. For this, I'll just select the recommended one, which would be the 10 gigs for Windows XP. It's recording on the OS that you want to install on your virtual machine. But we're not done yet. Click on settings, then click on system, then click on processor, then I'll select preprocessor for Windows XP. On the display, I'll select the video memory to 128 megabytes so I can get the latest and the greatest and the goodest video memory. On the storage, click on the controller IDE, then click on Windows XP or the name of the virtual machine.vti, then click on empty, then click on this icon right here, then click on choose a disk file. But for me, I have to first extract my disk file from the Windows XP zip file that I have downloaded yesterday, and that's what I'm going to do it right now. As you can see, this is my image ISO file. Back to the VirtualBox, I'll click on this icon right again, just click on choose a disk file. I'll select my Windows XP folder, then select my ISO disk. Once you've selected your ISO disk, you're good to go. If you want to edit anything about audio, network, serial ports, USB, shared folders, user interface, stuff like that, you can do it. But for this tutorial, I will not do that because it is not important and I do not recommend editing that. Just simply click on OK, then click on Start. Once you start the virtual machine, this is the actual virtual machine. But I will not be guiding you through how to install the virtual machine because it's depending on the OS that you want to install on this virtual machine. Anyways, that's all about this quick but long tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I would like to thank you for viewing the video. Ciao!